Previously, on Plan B Terraform, we were put in charge of the terraforming of planet Blaz after Tusk failed with his nukes. We started with automated manufacturing, making many of the items required for expansion. With mining of aluminium and aluminum, we started shipping in high-tech parts for the new iPhone XXIV using the new technology of trains. We got sick of shipping in oxygen, so it was directly attached to New Miami. We cleaned up and optimized old builds and made sure all patches wouldn't run out anytime soon. And Waste Manager JD found a way to ignore waste forever. Today, Waste Manager JD had a new task to deal with organic waste with just a chance of it being ex-colonists.
G'day mate, and welcome back to Planet B Terraform with me, Jenny. Today's episode, we need to deal with waste management again. Although last episode I did a great thing with waste management, I dealt with all the metal waste we'll ever have, I hope. We went and unlocked a new type of waste I need to deal with, organic waste, which has a fairly low percentage chance of it being colonists. So we need to deal with that, because unfortunately New Miami is not growing due to the fact of, well, we have organic waste sitting in the waste disposables that are not being picked up and taken away. So that's going to be today's plan, and I think I'm going to attach it into, well, this train line somewhere. That's going to be the plan. But with our organic waste, we need to convert that to compost, which means I need nitrogen. The only way I get nitrogen is by using an ice extractor to pull out nitrogen and water. So that's going to be today's plan. We're going to come right up to the top of the map, and I'm actually going to turn on the resource overlay so I can find that tiny patch right there, because that's where we're going to be starting. We want to make nitrogen trifluoride. Yes, which means I need nitrogen from the ice extractor, plus I need water, but I need the nitrogen to go deal with the people. So we're going to build a station of sorts here. First off, we're going to start with the fluoride, because that's nice and easy. We can just cover the whole patch, and then go to our depots. We want you to do fluoride and just surround everything again, just to make sure we have a complete coverage. Yeah, I did it again. And again, that's all right. We just put these over the top. Okay, make sure I have complete coverage. Make sure that everything can be accessed and brought out to depots. And I'm not even going to bother actually shipping this out. So we're going to bring the nitrogen here. I'm going to run it into our greenhouse gas generators. And I'm just going to build a row of them doing nitrogen trifluoride right there, which is going to require a train station, well, somewhere attached to it to bring in the nitrogen. Actually, you should be over a tile, shouldn't you? Yeah, you should. Cool. Out and around. Cursed train tracks. Totally cursed. Okay, train station right there. You will need depots to unload your nitrogen, and like so, with a couple on this side to make sure we can unload fast enough. All right, that's simple, that's done, that's easy. Then we need to have a whole bunch of water extractors. So the water extractors need to go, well, ice extractors need to go on ice, obviously. We need to pull out nitrogen, and there. Is it a cursed? That's cursed as well. Let's not go any further that way. Nitrogen, cool. And then I need a whole bunch to pull out water as well. So we're gonna go water. And can I get a train track, please? Right down the middle. Cool. And then I want to alternate these. Yep. And then water, and water with a train station. Let's go there and there, and then one of these buildings, this tab, ice extractor. That's the ones we want. So I want a row of these. In fact, I want 2 rows of these, and their simple job is going to be pull out both ice and nitrogen. Now, water and nitrogen. The problem is their annual production is very low, very low. So what we might end up actually doing, after these are all placed in, yeah, we can put one there as well, is we might, okay, I might go out like this and back like that. And then we're going to do a nitrogen, 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 water, 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 nitrogen. Yep. Can I get more of those, please? Same as we did with the oxygen and the carbon. We're just going to have the depots just move the material along the line to about there. Sure. And you need nitrogen, nitrogen, nitrogen. And okay, you're too far away. You're too far away. Technically, you guys are too close, but that's fine. We can deal with that. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's that one. That one. That one. That'll do me. And nitrogen, nitrogen, nitrogen. And then we fill in this gap as well. So this should give me a major depot to pick up water and nitrogen. We don't need a massive amount of each right now, but I have a feeling water's probably going to be important to the colonists in the long run. Can I get a... Okay, can I get a water there? Yep. Actually, you don't reach. Okay. Well, you do in a second. And I need a water there, otherwise you can't reach the rest of the chain. Can I go a water, and a water with a nitrogen, nitrogen, and then we can extend this chain out as well, and a second row there, and then there'll be a row there with a row there, and then this row, okay, nitrogen, 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 water, 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 nitrogen, cool. Another row here. Yep, and another row there, and another row there. And you two both need to disappear. Actually, no, I can have one at the end. Yes. As we can see, the drills are not fast at making resources. So that is this row. So we go water, 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 nitrogen, nitrogen, not nitrogen. And then we fill this in. And I could put in another row, but we're not going to because, let's be honest, we're going over a cursed line, and it's just going to make things complicated. Okay, so you have 2 lots of resources there, which means nobody's picking you up. You're out of range. And everybody else... 1, 2... No, you're out of range. You have oxygen, so you're out of range of oxygen. You're out of range... I think we're good. No, you're out of range nitrogen. You're out of range nitrogen. Okay, now I think we're good. All right, so we want to move nitrogen and oxygen to 2 different places. First off, we're going to take our train track across the map. And then after seeing that nightmare, we're just going to loop it back in, something like that, and delete all this. Yes, okay. So, you're going to be nitrogen. Your source... origin is going to be here. Come on. Set. Oh, it doesn't loop yet. That would be important. Cool. All right. Destination. Set. There. I want to move nitrogen. We're going to add 10 trains, because I just like adding 10 trains. It just makes my life easier. I've said it before. So we're going to have 10 trains come up here. They're going to bring in nitrogen, and then we're going to start making nitrogen trifluoride. Yes, yes. To start terraforming, well, the atmosphere, as well as our sulfur hydroxide. Yeah, I think that was the other one. Actually, it's written right here. Sulfur hexafluoride. Yes. Okay. We're going to have those two process, and that should up our greenhouse count. At the same time, we need to deal with organic waste. So organic waste, we need to turn into compost. And once we turn into compost, we then need to turn into food. So I need to have a good supply of nitrogen, which we should be able to find with our new little build, and also a good supply of water, which hopefully I can find with our little build. And then we need to process a lot of food. Now, if I look at where we are, let's turn that back off. all the way up there. I'm figuring if we take our train tracks from our town, which are here, and we just give ourselves some distance, okay? There's going to be some very long train tracks. In fact, we might grab train tracks from there and just start bringing them down. Yeah, there's a couple of cursed hexes as you go closer and closer to the poles. Where am I going? I'm going to here. Ugh. 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 You know what? We're going to have the best train tracks ever. All the squiggles. Actually, maybe less squiggles. Can I... Okay. Is there a chance we're going to want this iron? I don't know, but you know what? For the fear of some straight train tracks, we're going to run that into there. Alright, which now means I have a giant amount of train tracks I need to delete, which are way harder to delete than they are to build. Yeah. Look at this specials. The special tracks. Those that had to be unique. Okay. Bring that into there. Alright. And then after we've passed this iron. Okay. Ugh. Okay, can I just get a straight-ish line? That is straight, right? Yeah. No. Let's go up from here. And up again. And up some more. Great. That's what we're going to do. That's going to be our train track. Mass delete all the mistakes. Don't call your children that. What? What? Oh, it's a cursed tile right here too. Okay. Oh, the curses. Alright, if you were hoping for straight train tracks, I gotta say, straight on a hex grid, this is your one and only time it's probably gonna happen, because that was horrible. Alright, so I have the train tracks that come past the city. Yeah, reasonably close to the city. We need to have a waste depot, so we're gonna have waste disposal. I'm gonna put one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. The town will eventually stretch out to meet us, and we're going to have a loop-de-loop. Yep, and in here we're going to put in our depots, which is going to be organic waste, please. Organic waste. Yep, first thing I can do is remove the train tracks. Okay, organic waste. Okay, it's only attached to one of them for the moment, but that's enough. That's enough. Although you can't actually export fast enough, it doesn't look like. Yeah, we're going to need a second one hooked up pretty soon. And of course, the town won't expand until I deal with the organic waste. Alright, once we have organic waste and we've brought it out here, I need to convert it into food and then bring it back. Actually, we probably need that as well for the town to expand. So this is going to be a dual-purpose train stop. Let's start with depots. Okay, so I want some depots. Let's start here. Organic waste. Okay. We're going to want to bring in the organic waste, which needs to come into a factory, I assume. Compost. No, it needs to go into a other building, the recycling center. So we need more of these. Yes, recycling center. Organic waste compost. Yes, so that is organic waste 5 of plus nitrogen. So we're going to want a row of these. I also need to bring in nitrogen, so let's just change you to do nitrogen. Nitrogen is the yellow one. Yep. Okay, nitrogen and organic waste. Okay, and they can reach all of those guys. Is that going to be enough? Probably not. Because as the town expands, they're going to produce more. All right, after we've got to there, we are going to have a bunch of depots because we've now turned this into compost. So we're going to have a row of compost depots. And then the compost depots need to have a factory, correct? No. They need to have a greenhouse, which we don't have. Okay, so we need to deal with greenhouses. So greenhouse is steel bar and polymer bar. Where do we have steel and polymer? We have, that's mechanical parts and polymer. We have here, we have polymer, we have steel. We have polymer. Perfect. Okay, we are going to put in one of those. We're going to start making greenhouses. Yeah, is that steel? That's aluminum. My bad. Okay, wrong type of resource entirely. In that case, we might put you here. Back it up. All right, we're going to have steel right there. We're going to obviously need a couple of machines to make steel. And I'm going to make sure the steel can reach the other steel. And where did I just put that machine? There. Okay, then I need polymer. So polymer, we already know, comes straight from carbon. So I just need a carbon depot, about here. And then one of you guys to make polymer. And that's it, really. Let's have a couple of those. Let's put a depot there instead. Have you do polymer bars. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Have you go there. Have you go there and there. And actually, can we move those back a tile? Cool. And then we want atmospheric extractors, which we're making a pile of with our recycling center, our recycling method. So I can just blast these everywhere, and we should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. 2 tiles. So there. That's 2 tiles. That's all 2 tiles. You're 3 tiles. You're not quite there yet. We don't quite have the technology to do that yet. Okay. So, polymer, which is going to give me greenhouses. Need greenhouses. I don't think I need more steel, but, you know, never hurts. All right, so that's going to give us greenhouses. So that means we get to go back to our little recycling build and make sure that we can put in a greenhouse. So greenhouse is going to take in our compost, plus it's going to need water. So we also need to bring in water, and we're also going to have to provide an output. Actually, do we want to slide things up a tile? Okay. No, I can't. I can. Okay, we're going to put in another row of those guys. No, it's not going to help me. It's not going to help me. Okay, change you back to water. So water, and water. You guys, as you get built, are going to make food. So then we need to change you guys to an output of food. Technically, we can move that up a tile. Yeah, we might do that. That way we have a lot of greenhouses to potentially make a lot of food from a lot of compost. Because I can't let the system back up. If we let the system back up, then the recycling backs up, and then everybody gets grumpy at me. And I don't like it when people get grumpy at me. Okay, there, and then we put food there and there. Okay. Obviously, we also have the option of making compost. There was this recipe here, which is carbon plus nitrogen. We need to look at that as an alternative, a supplement, you might say. So with that done, we can then bring in a train, which we're going to bring to, say, here, and then bring that up to there, and delete the cursed rails off the end, and then add in a train station. Whoop, wrong one. Right here. And you're going to bring in food, and you are going to bring in organic waste and nitrogen. So we need organic waste plus we need nitrogen. So we're going to set your origin. No, it helps if I actually brought a train station down here. All right, we're going to set your destination to be here. For organic waste, that one. Again, we add 10 trains, because it just makes my life easier. And then from up here, we're going to set your origin to... So you're already doing nitrogen. We're going to put in another train station. Okay, so we're going to set your destination to be all the way down here for nitrogen. And this time, 10 trains, the maximum throughput of 193. Think we're going to go for 20. At the same time, we're going to have to put in another train stop with a origin of all the way up here, the other depot, this time for water. Again, 20 trains. And then that should start this production running. We just need to finish filling out the recycling centers. Greenhouses, yeah. And I need to replace the things that I don't want to replace again. Look, drawing things in a straight line is hard. It's even harder when it's on a hex grid. You won't reach. Yes. And you will reach. Yes. Actually, you would reach if I expanded that to there and that to there. That's fine by me. All right, so we can see the organics are coming in, and I need to probably double up the depots, okay? Just so we get full loading throughput from the actual stations. Sorry, that one goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there, and that one goes there. Actually, I don't need that one or that one, because I can't reach the station. I don't need that one or that one, but I can. You're doing organic waste, so you're organic, you're organic. That means you guys are nitrogen. I could put one here, one here, one here, just to make sure I have the throughput to actually get things unloaded. All right, so if we bump up the game speed a little bit, because the trains in the north are going to take a minute to get here. Yep. Okay, that's the first trainload of nitrogen with, hopefully, yep, trainload of water right behind it. And it's merged with the nitrogen train. It's perfect. And we haven't set up... That's water. So we need to bring food back into the city, okay? So food back in the city, I need to have... you're an input, you're an input. So we could do... Let's do here. And then I put 1, 2, 3, and then we go for a depot doing food. 2, 3, 4, sure. People probably like to eat. And then we need to set a origin of not that build, but this build on that track. Food 10. Yep. And the trains are sitting there waiting to go. Okay, so we've brought in organic waste. We're waiting on the nitrogen, which just arrived. And that should... It's 2 trains merged together. Perfect. That should get unloaded pretty much instantly. And it should start getting turned into organic waste. Organic waste, we already have some. We just need the water, which is being unloaded right now. We're going to have to probably... that's water. So let's go water, 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 water. That's food. I sort of wish I'd moved food further along, but it's fine. Make sure we have the loading throughput and the unloading throughput. Actually, we might expand that to there and that to there, that to there, that to there. Yeah, just to give us a little bit more sideways pressure. All right, but that is our first food train. Being loaded up, being taken back to... New Miami, who's unfortunately lost its love-hate shape. You know, it got built in a little bit, but that's fine. It'll get there. And where's our train full of food? Here he is, full of food. Might be stretching the truth a little bit there. He's got a little bit of food. The tiniest amount. Actually, that's within 2 tiles. If I swap you... If I swap... you to food. You to food. Sure. All right. Food there we go. Now has food in the town. And New Miami's back to growth. Population 10,000 and soaring, which means hopefully they'll expand out this way. Yes, like that. And then touch these recycling centers and therefore be able to kick out the organic waste a little bit more evenly up here. So that should solve that problem, okay? At the same time, we've dealt with nitrogen, we've dealt with water, we've dealt with nitrogen trifluoride. Yeah, I gotta keep stopping thinking in the name. We've dealt with organic waste, compost, food, and greenhouses. What we haven't dealt with is bumping up the temperature. We did add, and we click on this little graph, we can see we started dumping in the nitrogen trifluoride, but we can see the sulfur hexafluoride output has slowed down. So where did we put that build? Good question, JD. I don't remember. Let's turn on resources. Haha! Right here. And we can see it is definitely out of it's not sulfur, it's the other one. Fluoride, the one you brush your teeth with. Okay, so we're just going to cover the whole patch, as you do, and then make sure that you guys can output to, well, actually, you don't need to output there, or there, just there. And then that should bring the resources down here, get them on the trucks, get them down here. Same story. This one is a little bit low on resources. So we will grab these things and you're going to do sulfur, that one. Yep. And that was doing concrete. Why was that doing concrete? That was doing concrete to make reinforced concrete. Do we have any production attached to that? Nope, that was just for the town. That's all right. That can stay broken. We don't mind. Well, we don't mind, but we're going to do the whole patch, so we might as well fix it, I guess. Okay, so we're just going to be a little bit dangerous with how we throw these things down. That's everything. And I go swap to these, and then we just put these over the top. Top row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, sixth row, seventh, eighth, ninth. Done. Okay, so that's that patch up and running. You can have another depot there, and that should continue pumping out the sulfur hexafluoride. Yes, okay. The other thing I want to do is I want to look for any other patches. So we have a patch here. We have a patch here. We have a patch here, which is pretty close to everything else. So again, I just want to set up... no, not sulfur. The other sulfur. Yep, fluoride. I just want to set up a fluoride really quickly. And... Yep, that'll do us. There and there. I don't need that one or that one. And we have a sulfur patch right here. So same story. Whoop, sulfur. Just try and get around the edges as best as possible. Yep. And I got 600 extractors now, so we can sort of go nuts. And nope, there's nothing under that one. And that row, and that row, and that row, and that row, and then one at the bottom. And then we trim the excess because I can't draw a straight line if my life depended on it. Okay, put one in there, and one in there, one in there. Okay, so this is reasonably close to one another. So I think we're going to go with the good old road network. There, and actually, we might... Atmospheric extractor, no, I want greenhouse gases. I want these ones. We will put in a row like so. And then now we can reach 2 tiles, a second row, which means those need to exist. Then fluoride, we will put in like so. We'll put in a road connection here and just run a road from A to B and set you to be the destination. And fluoride, and can I have that many trucks? That many trucks is the amount of trucks we're going to have. And sure, can't see loading be an issue. Okay, truck comes back. Is it going to have to join a queue, or can we get them loaded and moved out fast enough? It's going to join a queue. Okay, that is the perfect example of that is too many trucks, JD. and I'm not inclined to fix it. All right, so that should pump out more. Actually, I'm so inclined not to fix it. We're going to set the destination of that one for fluoride. And you have how many trucks? 61. All right, we're going to fix it by only adding 50 with a second route. Yeah. Doubles the throughput. You had a throughput of 293 maximum theoretical, and you have a 250. But that should be enough to keep this running for, well, enough time that hopefully we've warmed up the planet. If we check the resources again, resources, we're looking for, wow, that's cursed. Can't even get depots into that? Okay, you would be sulfur. You know what? We're just gonna... I don't think I can get down. One, two... I don't think... I don't think I can get the resources out of the mountain. Nope. Well, that one's useless. Okay, so that means the sulfur's over there. All right, fine. Fluoride. Around. Yeah. And then miners. And then we'll come to sulfur and we'll do the exact same. Sulfur, and this is probably far enough apart that we'll add a train system. Okay, and miners. How many miners we start with? 600 and something? We're down to 550, it's fine. Alright, train tracks, there, and then... loop. Yep, we'll just have a plain simple loop. Train station, and actually I want you back a few tiles. Can I move you back a few tiles? Thank you. So we'll put in the sulfur hexafluoride at this end, and we'll have 2 rows, sure, and then we'll run you into there. And remove that and that one, and then we'll put in our train stop and our unloading depots. Sulfur and sulfur, and then you can be the origin there. Sulfur again, 10 trains, just 10 trains and be done with it. And put a couple of these here to increase loading, and that's it. That should be done. And then we just need to see a train here to confirm that it works. Sorry, load it up with, there we go, it works. The game's having some jittering problems. I've spoken to the dev. He has no idea what's causing it. Perfect. But we're working on it together. He's going to add some logging to see if he can work out exactly what the problem is. But with us unlocking level 13, and now we have to reach a population of 1,000, the second biggest city, which means... I can't move that out of the way. Okay, I can't move that out of the way. It means, in the comment section below, actually... No, I don't want to say Poon. Let's be honest, you don't want to hear me say Poon either. And actually, one of the towns, it must be New Cartoon, is at $9.99. Oh no, actually it's Poon. Poon's at $9.99. At 1,000 right now. What are you talking about? Okay, we unlocked tempered steel dam elements, nice, and a pumping station to actually pump out clean water. And I'm willing to bet, as this is a population of 1,000 right now, it's stable. What's your issue? You can't unload concrete fast enough? We don't bring in concrete fast enough. Did I put on... there's only one train. Well, there's your issue. Yeah, you're at a population of 1,000 already. That's going to instantly unlock at some stage. Okay, we're back down to 993. We've done this challenge already. So we're going to call that done for now. And I'll see you guys in the next episode when, well, either this unlocks or the other one unlocks. And then we'll find out what the next challenge is. Also, we're going to have to deal with making dams, I think, and pumping stations, and also tempered steel, because we've got to the bright, balmy temperature of minus 26 degrees. Yowzers. All right, that's it. I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the very next episode. All right, bye.